Hello Crafty friends, I'm Lean from Studio Kato and I'm so happy to be back with another YouTube video. Today I am sharing 3 ways to use one hot foil plate to get completely different results. I'm so honored to be guest designing for Spellbinders right now for their Christmas in July celebrations, and for that I am using this Flourished tree hot foil plate from Spellbinders. It is so stunning, and I was going to show you how to do the basic foiling first, but it's just the same foiling as I'm going to do later. But this is the basic design I am working off. I am using the Flourished tree hot foil plate and a frame that I will show a little bit later as well. Now, to step that design up, I am first going to do some ink blending. Now, this is the Flourished tree hot foil plate. It is so stunning. As you saw, you can make a really simple, beautiful, and elegant card with it. I'm going to do some very different, non-traditional Christmas cards as well to show you a couple of fun techniques. Now, this first one is my favorite. I should have probably saved it for last, but it's so beautiful. And it's using basically a resist technique, but with hot foil. Now I am first going to ink blend some galaxy colors onto the space where the tree will be. So that's why I traced around the hot foil plate with a pencil, just so I had a general idea of where the colors should go. I'm using some pink, some green, and some teal, which are my go-to galaxy colors. I say go-to, I haven't made a galaxy card in ages. I honestly can't remember the last time I made one. I used to make them all the time. What happened? They're always so fun. And for some reason, I really like galaxies for Christmas. Something about the night sky just screams Christmas to me. Now, after that initial ink blending is done, I admit it looks like a mess. We're gonna make magic out of it. So I am first going to hot foil that frame again. And why do I do the frame first? Because that is way easier to line up. It's really easy to line up a frame because there's only a little bit of margin between the frame and the edges of the panel. So that's easy to line up because there's less space to work with. And then your space becomes a little bit smaller inside of that frame, so it's easier to line up the tree. Now here's the magic. It's the Opal Glimmer hot foil. It is linked below along with all of the other supplies. There are links to the US Spellbinder store and the UK Spellbinder store. Yes, there is a UK Spellbinder store now. Yay us. And those are affiliate links. If you use them, I get a little bit of the sale and I would very much appreciate it. But just check out this Opal hot foil. It doesn't look like much, and especially on camera, it doesn't look like much. But the techniques you can do with this, I am barely scratching the surface here. I am sure there are plenty of more ingenious ways to use this magical hot foil, but it's basically see-through. So what I did is I trapped the color underneath that hot foil, and when I finish off this card, because I'm going to do all my hot foiling first, you can really see how beautiful that's going to be. So bear with me. Now for the third and final card, I used some Essentials Glimmer Ovals by Spellbinders. I used 2 of them. I foiled them in the copper hot foil, and now I'm using this gorgeous aura hot foil to hot foil that Flourished tree again. So a different frame is already going to give you a very different look, but I could have stuck with that square or rectangle frame. This is still going to look like a very different card because we're using different mediums. That's the whole point. Mix and match your mediums and you're going to get a very different look from the same hot foil plate. Now for this one, I'm using the Magicals from Lindy's Gang. This will create a gorgeous shimmery watercolor effect. Just a really simple background. This took me 5 minutes, so together with the hot foiling, what is that? A 15-minute card. I made all of these cards, 3 beautiful Christmas cards, in an hour. That is with hot foiling. And I am very bad at hot foiling at the minute. It takes me ages to line everything up. But once you've done that, it's really, really easy going. These backgrounds are so quick to make. So for this medium, I am also using that fun resist technique, because hot foil is very similar to embossing powder in that way, is that it resists any wet medium that you put on top. It even resists alcohol markers, which is beyond me, to be honest. I don't know how that works. But I dried the shimmer powders on top of it, or the Lindy's magical shakers on top of it, with a heat gun. Now that is going to settle them on top of the hot foil, especially shimmery watercolor mediums are going to settle on top of that foil, and you're going to have to, once they are dry, rub them away gently with a damp cloth. It's going to go off completely. You're not gonna have to worry about removing it from the hot foil. It's really easy. Just go gently, go slowly, rub in circles. It's always better to rub in circles when you're working with watercolor cardstock. And I'm going to do the same here. Now here is that beautiful, beautiful trapped color underneath the night sky. So I am using some very, very intense ink colors. I just re-inked these ink cubes, and I definitely added too much ink. They are very, very juicy. But yeah, so I'm just adding my night sky colors on top of the galaxy colors. I am using, I don't really know which inks I use. These are all by Concord and Ninth. They go on really, really beautifully. And I'm just going from light to dark here, but my first color was already pretty dark. I am just not going over the tree with the 2 darkest shades. I am using my darkest blue, which is Midnight, and then I'm darkening it up even further around the edges with my Eggplant, which is purple. I love using purple to darken up blues. It warms it up and it darkens it up. It's really, really fun. And I have that glowing tree with the galaxy colors trapped underneath. To just add some splatter, I used some Fine Tech metallic watercolors that added some gorgeous splatter. I did use the hot foil plate actually to cover up the tree, so I didn't add any splatter there. Something still seeped underneath it at the top there, so that's a little bit of a mess there. But other than that, that is my favorite card I've ever made, I think. My favorite Christmas card for sure. All I did was add a bunch of gems from Crafty Meraki. I'll make sure to link those below as well. And those are 3 beautiful Christmas cards already made, ready to send off in December. Let's see if I actually end up sending them. I'm so bad at sending cards. But yeah, these are my Christmas cards I made with 1 hot foil plate. Very, very different looking. Also, very different techniques. So you learn a lot along the way. It's really fun to experiment with hot foil. It's like a whole new world has opened up for me. Just to discover new things to do with my cards, and I can't wait to discover more. I hope you like the cards I made. I hope you like some techniques and try them out. If you do, make sure to visit the Spellbinders store as well, because they have all of the amazing hot foil stuff you will ever need. And there's actually a sale going on. There's a sale going on. 40% off of select Glimmer hot foil products, or up to 40% off. Sorry about that. And the sale will go to the end of the month of July. So check that out. Maybe your favorite products are on sale. So happy shopping for that. I know I will use it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.